Sustainability is not dead. The darkest hour is just before the dawn. I think it's just about to really spring into life. And I think the challenge is actually to make capitalism work for people and planet, not just for profit. And it's that reorientation which is the real focus. Because actually, the market is a great servant, it's a bad master and a terrifying god. So our mission at Futerra is to make sustainability so desirable it becomes normal. And that's to do with painting a very compelling, positive, aspirational vision of a future which might be achieved, which people run towards with more stamina and energy than they run away from threats of doom and gloom and Armageddon. So we're trying to make it the sexy, most attractive, compelling, better game in town. Sustainability is about a different type of wealth. It's not necessarily about financial wealth, it's about social and environmental richness as well. We are already rich beyond our wildest dreams, we just have to wake up and realise that, and we can do that through clever communication. We are not machines, we're not robots. Our behaviours are partly culturally motivated and socially moderated. We are a social species. We take our cues from what people are doing around us, and when social norms shift, people's behaviour shifts. And you see very dramatic changes in behaviour when you look back over 40, 50 years. So I don't think there's any reason to believe that we can't have equally dramatic shifts into the future. You have to get people excited. I mean, Buckminster Fuller, one of the great historical sustainability gurus, always used to say, you don't change a system by criticising the status quo, you invent a new system which makes the old one obsolete. And I think what we're seeing now in terms of creative disruption and social enterprises which are motivated by benefiting people and planet, I think they will provide a better system than the one that we've enjoyed to date. And that's not to disrespect or denigrate, the system which got us to where we are now. We should celebrate that. But the conditions and circumstances have now changed. The threat we now have to the planet and to ourselves means we have to do something differently. And that's an awakening, rather than a mourning. The most important realization is it's still as complicated as it ever has been. But I think the creeping thing that I've noticed, and I've worked in sustainability for 20 years and with Futerra for 14 years, is the ability of people starting to see each other as one and as a shared common purpose, and actually realizing that we're all living in the same home and that we all have to look after it. So I think for someone like myself who's worked in sustainability a long time, it's a real refreshing breath of fresh air to come to something like the Bonn Global Transformation Conference, because it's a great gathering of extraordinary minds wrestling with the most important challenge of our time. It's like, how do we get onto a sustainable system? And if you're not interested in that, then what are you interested in?